During a work trip to Amsterdam, my husband joked about visiting the red light district for the experience. I thought it was harmless until his credit card statement showed a charge at a private club. When I confronted him, he laughed. "It's just the culture here. Everyone does it," I whispered. "Then you won't mind if I try it too." His smile vanished as I walked towards the door. I don't even know how to start this. My hands are shaking as I type. I feel like my whole life just cracked open, and I'm staring into a black hole. I'm not the kind of person who airs my dirty laundry online. But I don't know what to do. I don't know how to process this. I don't know if I'm losing my mind or if I'm finally seeing things clearly for the first time in my life. I've been with my husband, Mark, for 15 years. We have 2 kids. A house. A life that I thought was solid. He travels for work sometimes, but I never worried. I never had a reason to. Until now. A month ago, we went to Amsterdam together for one of his work trips. It was supposed to be a nice getaway for us. He had meetings during the day, but we had the nights to ourselves. The first 2 days were great. We did all the tourist stuff. Canal tours, museums, little cafes by the water. It felt like we were young again. Then, on the 3rd night, after dinner, he casually said, "We should check out the red light district. Just to see what it's like." I laughed. I wasn't shocked. It's Amsterdam. It's famous. And I figured, sure, why not? It's not like we were going in anywhere. Just walking around. We went. It was exactly what you'd expect. Loud, crowded, neon lights, drunk tourists. Women standing behind glass windows in lingerie, tapping on the glass when men walked by. I felt uncomfortable, but I didn't say anything. Mark was fascinated. He kept glancing into the windows, slowing down when we passed certain spots. At one point, he nudged me and said, "Can you imagine if I just walked in? Just to see what happens?" I rolled my eyes. "Sure. And I'll just wait out here, I guess." He grinned. "I'm kidding. Relax." I laughed it off. It was just a joke. We walked through the whole district in about 20 minutes and then left. Grabbed drinks at a regular bar. That was the end of it. At least, that's what I thought. Fast forward a week. We're back home. I'm going through our finances like I always do, balancing accounts, making sure our bills are set up, just the usual. Then I see it. A charge on our credit card for €350. The name on the transaction, Club Prive Amsterdam. I don't know what that is, but my stomach immediately sinks. I Google it. Private. Club. Not just any private club. A place where you pay for company. My hands start shaking. My face gets hot. I double-check the date. It was the night we were there. I sit there, staring at the screen, trying to make it make sense. I scroll through my memory of that night, searching for some explanation that isn't what it looks like. Maybe his company took them there? Maybe it's some weird restaurant we forgot we went to? Maybe it was a mistake? I don't believe a single one of those things. I wait until he gets home. I'm in the kitchen when he walks in, acting normal, like nothing happened. "Hey," I say, forcing my voice to stay casual. "What's Club Prive Amsterdam?" For half a second, his face changes. A flicker of something, then he recovers. Shrugs. "Oh, that? It was a work thing." "A work thing." My heart is pounding. "A work thing." "Yeah," he says, moving to the fridge, grabbing a beer. "We all went. It's just the culture there." I stare at him. I don't know what to say. He pops the cap off, takes a sip, completely unbothered. "It's not a big deal," he adds. "Everyone does it. Everyone does it." The room suddenly feels too small. I set my phone down on the counter, standing up. "Then you won't mind if I try it too." He freezes. His grip tightens around the bottle. He blinks like he didn't hear me right. "What?" I grab my purse and phone, moving toward the door. If it's just the culture, maybe I should experience it too. His whole face shifts. "Wait, hold on." His voice drops, his body tenses. Why would you say that?" I turn. "Because it's not a big deal, right?" His jaw clenches. "That's different." I cross my arms. "Explain." "It just is," he snaps. "You don't understand." He stops himself. My heart is hammering. I can feel my pulse in my throat. "I don't understand what, Mark?" I ask quietly. He exhales sharply, rubbing his face. "Jesus, you're overreacting." There it is. I'm overreacting. My voice is flat. "Yes." He glares at me. "You're making this a huge deal over nothing." Nothing. 15 years. 2 kids. A life we built together. And this is nothing. Something inside me cracks. I don't yell. I don't cry. I just grab my keys. His eyes widen. "Where are you going?" I don't answer. "Wait," he says, stepping toward me. "Come on. Don't be like this." I don't even look at him. I walk out the door. I check into a hotel. Mark calls. Texts. Keeps asking me to come home so we can talk about this like adults. I don't respond. I sit in the silence of the hotel room, staring at the ceiling, running through every moment of our marriage. Every work trip. Every time he came home late. Every time I brushed off a gut feeling because I trusted him. I check our old statements. I don't see anything obvious, but my mind is spinning. Was this the first time? Or just the first time he got caught? I don't know what to do. If I leave, I blow up our entire life. If I stay, I have to live with the fact that my husband paid for something while I was just a few streets away, completely unaware. I don't know which is worse. I don't sleep that night. I stare at the ceiling in the dim hotel room, my mind running in circles. My heart beats too fast, and my stomach twists every time I think about that credit card charge. 350 euros. That's not a mistake. That's not a work expense. That's a decision. At some point, my phone buzzes again. Another text from Mark. Mark, please come home. Let's talk. I swear, it's not what you think. Not what I think. I don't reply. At 2 a.m., I start going down the rabbit hole. I search Club Prive Amsterdam again, clicking on everything I can find. Reviews. Articles. Blogs. It's a high-end place. No walk-ins. Private rooms. Some of the reviews say the company is exceptional and worth the price. I feel sick. I dig deeper. And that's when I find something. Membership. Regular clients. There's an entire section on their website about how frequent visitors get loyalty perks. Something inside me turns ice cold. I open our credit card statements again. Not just from this trip, but from every work trip Mark has taken in the last 3 years. And there it is. Not every trip, but enough. Berlin. Madrid. Singapore. Places I didn't go with him. Places where he always came home extra affectionate, talking about how much he missed me. There are charges to places with names that sound harmless, but when I look them up, are not. I sit back in the stiff hotel chair, gripping the phone so hard my knuckles go white. I wasn't supposed to see this. Mark never expected me to question anything. Never thought I'd check our statements so closely. Never thought I'd put the pieces together. How long has he been doing this? I press my fingers to my temples, squeezing my eyes shut. This isn't one mistake. This is a pattern. I want to scream. At 6 a.m., I drive home. Not because I've forgiven him. Not because I want to talk. But because I need answers. When I walk in, Mark is sitting on the couch, his head in his hands. His eyes snap up when he hears the door. He looks exhausted, like he hasn't slept either. I drop my bag. How long? His face tightens. What? I don't blink. How long have you been doing this? His mouth opens, then closes. I told you, I checked the statements, Mark. The room goes still. For a second, I think he's going to lie again. Then, his shoulders drop. His face crumbles. A few years. His voice is barely above a whisper. My breath catches. He won't look at me. You were gone a lot, he says, his voice shaky. The kids. Work. Life. It just happened. I stare at him. It just happened? His hands tighten into fists. It didn't mean anything. That's when I snap. Stop saying that. He flinches. I don't care. My whole body is shaking. It didn't mean anything? You paid for it. Multiple times. That's not a mistake, Mark. That's a choice. He runs a hand through his hair, frustrated. I never wanted to hurt you. I laugh, sharp and bitter. But you did. Silence. He swallows hard. I don't want to lose you. I should feel something when he says that. Guilt. Pity. Sadness. I feel nothing. I shake my head, stepping back. I need time. His face crumples. Please don't leave. I don't answer. I walk upstairs, close the door to our bedroom and lock it. I don't sleep. Again. I sit on the bed, staring at the empty side where Mark usually sleeps, my mind spinning. His words keep looping in my head. I don't want to lose you. I used to believe that. I used to believe that Mark was the kind of man who would never risk our marriage, our family. But now I know the truth. He didn't just betray me once. He didn't slip up, make a mistake, and regret it. He chose this. Over and over. And now I have to decide what to do with that. At some point, I check my phone. There's a text from my best friend, Rachel. She knows something's wrong. I haven't told her anything yet, but she sent me a simple message. Rachel, call me when you're ready. I'm here. I almost do. But then, something stops me. I open my banking app. We have a joint account, but we also have our own separate ones. When I click on Mark's, something weird catches my eye. A transfer. 2 weeks ago. $5,000. Sent to someone named Ava Calloway. I don't know an Ava Calloway. I click on the details. The account number looks like a personal one, not a business. Not an agency. Not a bill. My skin prickles. I open Facebook. I search the name. There are a few results, but one stands out immediately. A woman in her 20s. Stunning. Dark hair. Big green eyes. Living in Amsterdam. My stomach turns to ice. She doesn't have much public on her page, but her profile picture is of her sitting at a cafe, one I recognize because Mark and I had coffee there last month. I scroll through her old posts. Most are locked, but there's one from a year ago. A blurry photo of a fancy hotel room. The caption? First-class treatment. Lucky me. Sparkles, I click on her tagged photos. One from 6 months ago stops me cold. It's her. Laughing at a rooftop bar in Berlin. Berlin. One of the cities where Mark had a suspicious charge. I feel like I can't breathe. This isn't just random clubs. This isn't just impulsive, one-night stands with strangers. This is someone. Someone he's been sending money to. Someone who has been in at least 2 of the cities where he's traveled for work. I'm ice cold. I don't think. I just grab my phone and text him. Me, who is Ava Calloway. Downstairs, I hear a clatter. Then, footsteps rushing toward the stairs. A few seconds later, Mark is pounding on the bedroom door. Where did you hear that name? His voice is sharp. Too sharp. I don't answer. He jiggles the door handle. Open the door. I stay seated on the bed. My heart is hammering. Tell me who she is. Mark exhales harshly. She's no one. I bark out a laugh. Oh, right. Just a random woman you sent $5,000 to. Silence. Then, quietly, it's not what you think. I squeeze my eyes shut, gripping my phone. Then what the hell is it? A long pause. Then, he says something that makes my blood run cold. I was trying to fix a mistake. A mistake. A $5,000 mistake. I feel like I might throw up. I force myself to breathe. What happened? Silence. Then, can I come in? I hesitate. Then, slowly, I get up and unlock the door. Mark steps inside, rubbing his face, looking wrecked. He sits on the edge of the bed, his head in his hands. I met her in Berlin. His voice is low, like he's ashamed. She wasn't supposed to be anything. Just company for the night. I clench my jaw so hard it hurts. But then she started texting me. And I don't know. I was stupid. I replied. And it kept going. I feel dizzy. How long? He swallows hard. 1.5 years. My knees buckle. I sit down slowly. 1.5 years. This wasn't a mistake. This was a second life. Did you love her? My voice is barely above a whisper. Mark's head jerks up. His face twists. No, it wasn't. He stops himself, shaking his head. It wasn't that. She made things easy. No expectations. No stress. Just an escape. My skin is burning. So, what? You were paying for a girlfriend on the side. He flinches. I wasn't paying her. I let out a hollow laugh. You sent her $5,000, Mark. He looks away. She was going to tell you. Everything stops. I feel like the air has been sucked out of the room. I blink at him. What? He lets out a slow breath. She was threatening to tell you. She wanted more money. I sent it to make it go away. I stare at him. I can't even process this. Why didn't you tell me? My voice is shaking. Mark lets out a bitter laugh. And say what? Hey, babe, I've been having an affair and now she's blackmailing me. I clench my fists. He drags a hand down his face. I was going to handle it. I was going to cut her off. I stand up so fast the bed frame creaks. You needed to lie to me. Mark squeezes his eyes shut. I didn't want to lose you. That sentence again. I feel like screaming. I feel like throwing something. Instead, I grab my phone, turn, and walk out of the room. Where are you going? He calls after me, panicked. I don't answer. I walk outside, into the cool night air, and dial a number. Rachel picks up on the first ring. Hey, what's wrong? I take a shaky breath. I need a place to stay. Rachel doesn't ask questions. She just says, come over. So I do. I grab a duffel bag, throw in some clothes, and leave. Mark doesn't try to stop me this time. He just watches from the living room, looking shell-shocked, like he can't believe I'm actually walking out. When I slam the door behind me, it feels like something inside me finally snaps. I drive in silence, gripping the wheel so hard my fingers ache. My thoughts are screaming. This wasn't a mistake. This wasn't just cheating. This was a whole other life, 1.5 years of lies, money, messages, meetings in different cities. And now, this Ava woman is blackmailing him? I can barely breathe. Rachel opens the door the second I pull into her driveway. She looks at my face and just says, oh honey. And that's when I break. I don't even realize I'm crying until she pulls me inside, wraps her arms around me, and I just collapse. Sobbing so hard my chest hurts. She doesn't say anything. She just holds me while I fall apart. Eventually, I tell her everything. The club. The credit card statement. The past transactions. Ava. The $5,000 hush money. When I'm done, Rachel is fuming. I swear to God, if I see him, I will actually rip his face off. A choked laugh escapes me. It's the first real thing I've felt in hours. Rachel shakes her head. You know you can't go back, right? I stare at my hands. I don't know. She grabs my shoulders. Are you serious? He lied for over a year. He sent money to some girl. She stops, her face twisting. Then, carefully, do you think he's telling the whole truth? My stomach clenches. Because no, I don't. I stay at Rachel's that night. Mark keeps calling, keeps texting. Mark, please come home. We need to talk. Mark, I love you. I messed up. But please, don't do this. I don't answer. I lie awake in Rachel's guest room, staring at the ceiling, feeling like my whole life is imploding. Because if this was a lie, what else was? The next morning, I make a decision. I drive home. Not because I'm staying. Not because I've forgiven him. But because I need to know everything. Mark looks like hell when he opens the door. Dark circles, rumpled clothes. Jesus, I thought. I walk past him. Sit down. He hesitates. Then follows me into the kitchen. I drop my phone onto the table. Ava messaged me. His whole body locks up. His mouth opens. Closes. I cross my arms. Sit. Down. He does. Slowly. I open my phone and pretend to scroll. She told me everything. It's a lie. Ava never messaged me. But I need to see his reaction. Mark pales. I watch the panic ripple through him. He's not even asking what she said. He just assumes she told me the worst. And that's when I know. There's more. Was she the only one? I ask, voice shaking. Silence. My chest is aching. Mark. He looks down. He can't look at me. And then, in the quietest voice, like he's saying it to the floor, no. Everything inside me dies. I laugh. It's sharp and hollow. How many? Mark rubs his face, exhaling shakily. I slam my hand on the table. How? Many. He squeezes his eyes shut. His voice is barely above a whisper. 5. A sound escapes me. It's not a sob. Not a scream. It's something in between. 5. Not one mistake. Not just Ava. 5. I don't remember standing. I don't remember grabbing my bag. I only remember Mark's voice, panicked, wait, please, as I walk toward the door. I turn once. His face is wrecked. He looks broken. But I don't feel sorry for him. I just feel nothing. I want a divorce, I say. Then I walk out. It's been a week. I moved in with Rachel temporarily. I met with a lawyer. We're separating. Mark keeps calling. Begging. Saying he'll do anything to fix this. But I don't want to fix it. I keep replaying everything in my head. The nights he came home late, the extra work trips, the way he made me feel crazy for questioning anything. I wasn't crazy. I was trusting. And he destroyed that. I'm heartbroken. I'm angry. I'm exhausted. But more than anything, I'm done. I don't know what comes next. But I know I won't waste another second on a man who thought I'd never find out.